Howdy, folks. Is Vile Mike here, and with me so far is the lovely Yvette. How you doing?
Hey, Mike. Great to be here as always. Actually got a day off today, so nice and like last week. Yeah, I thought I'd spend the day with LDG.
Telling him how wrong he is again?
No, I was there for him. Well, I'm usually there when he wakes up, but I have to go back to work. But today I could stay, and I think I was awake till 1:45 p.m., which was, I think, 8:45 a.m. his time, and I nodded off. And the next thing I know, he's live, and he'd left me on my own in the backstage. So, yeah, so much. I love that he called the stream. We are family. Yeah, just not me. Just abandon me. You know? I don't appreciate it, and I'm not happy funny about it because he's always whinging that I've got to go, and when I'm there, what does he do? He goes. So, there you go.
Well, we were on his stream just before this one started where we were talking about time travel.
Yeah.
And I was having fun with it because I was giving him a headache.
Yeah. The trouble is I have tried numerous times to explain things to a lot of YouTubers, and once they hit space time, no one can wrap their heads around it. Bottom line is, it is quite possible you can travel forward in time.
That's what I was trying to explain to him.
You do it daily. Get on a train and you walk on the train, you are traveling faster than you would walking. Therefore, you're traveling faster in time.
Speed is one of the things that affects the perception, not the perception of time, but the perception of time to an outside observer from someone who's stationary to someone who's moving.
Exactly.
So,
and same with and you can take that to the spacecraft that's traveling at the speed of light.
That's what I was trying to explain.
Yeah.
Where each person from their individual perspective is traveling at 1 second per second into the future. But to an outside observer, one person, say in a gravity well or say traveling at the speed of light, is traveling faster through time than the person who's on a, not doing those things.
They did it very well in The Next Generation. One episode I was so impressed with, which was when they got caught in some sort of I don't know, cloud thing that wouldn't let Voyager go. Oh no, it was Voyager, wasn't it? Was it Voyager? Yeah, Voyager. I can't remember. It was one of them, and they were watching the people go from Stone Age, like watching. They went from the Stone Age to the Middle Ages to the sort of Industrial Age.
We actually talked about that episode.
Yeah, I thought that was very well done.
It was but the whole technobabble of the fact that the planet existing in the first place doesn't make any sense because
it's fiction.
Yeah, any planet spinning that fast would have torn itself apart long ago. Not just traveling through its own perspective time faster. I think Orville actually did it better when they had.
I agree. It's fiction. I agree, but the way they described the time issue was spot on. So
I think Orville handled it better with the episode, the one where Kelly is thought of as God. Oh, well, basically they had a planet that would was as it orbited the sun, it would actually travel to another universe or another dimension or something like that. And each time it entered our local space-time, it had advanced in time from our perspective. Like
going through a wormhole and then back out of a wormhole. Yeah. You see, forward in time is feasible. It is actually feasible. And I've said this on streams before. But traveling backwards in time is impossible. no matter what scenario you can come up with, a paradox will appear.
Oh, of course a paradox can appear. That's why they think that it most likely
it will appear every time.
Because one of my favorite examples is, you take as far as we can tell from general relativity and quantum physics, wormholes are possible, correct?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, so if you take one wormhole and put it, on a planet, or one end of the wormhole and put it on a planet, put the other wormhole on a spaceship and have it travel around the universe at, light speed for a while, one end would be technically in one end's future and the other end would be in the past from an outside observer standpoint.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to treat a wormhole like that. It'd probably kill you.
Well, I'm not saying it's all possible. This is all theoretical, but I'm just saying that would be a method from an outside observer standpoint, from traveling to from one point in the future to that point's perspective in the past.
Well, okay. So,
but the creation of said wormhole is, would include exotic matter that we can't produce.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter.
Well, there are lots of things going on in science, but I think one of the best things I can give you an example of traveling back in time is grabbing a telescope and looking at the stars, because light travels at a certain speed and everything we see, the sun has been up 8 minutes before we see it, right?
Yeah.
I think Eli, who talked about the moon, that's up a couple of minutes before we see it. And everything we see in the universe is back in time. So that's the only way to see back in time.
Light takes time to travel through space.
Yeah, exactly. So what we observe of, say, the Horsehead Nebula, which is one of my favorites, or another galaxy, the Andromeda Galaxy, or whatever, or all of those images we have or we can observe are from the past, not now. For all we know, they're gone. They're supernovaed.
Yeah.
Until the light reaches us for that.
And everybody say hi to Mrs. Vile since she's in the chat.
Hey, Mrs. Vile.
LDG is not saying anything, so I don't know what's going on. He could, so I guess he can't be bothered to say hi.
I'm here. Hello. What happened?
I was trying to get people to say hi to Mrs. Vile since she's in the chat.
Oh, hey, hi, Mrs. Vile. How you doing? I'm sorry.
Yes, so that's the only way to observe back in time. Get a telescope. And I'm not doing a lecture on time travel because it's easily a 4-hour lecture, and that's without interruptions.
Well, what about the theory about if you bend space-time, because space-time is flexible, we know that.
Yes, yeah.
Is it possible to bend it upon itself where one point
like
is in the future?
Event Horizon. Like Event Horizon. That's a good example. He folds a piece of paper and shoves a pencil through it.
Yeah, but we're talking about something you can travel through without spaghettification.
Well, it's a theory out there. Space-time is one thing. It's not time, it's not space, it's space-time. And this is where it's, because it's at the quantum level now, this is where things get weird. Right?
No kidding.
And I'm not, no kidding. Yeah. And space-time does some very strange things at the quantum level that, we'd have to have several long lectures before you could even understand half of it.
Yeah. I'm just a lay person. I fully admit that when it comes to it, but the field of quantum gravity definitely is something I'm interested in.
Yeah. Oh gosh, yes,
But
it's
the problem is there
fascinating.
is no unified theory of quantum gravity.
There is no unified theory of gravity. Let's face it.
Okay, yeah, that's true. But that's because people don't realize that. Not people don't, but I'm sure the actual physicists understand that gravity is an emergent force. It's not necessarily a fundamental force.
It's certainly a force, and it's certainly
it's one of the weakest forces there is.
It touches everything in our universe.
It's considered
we feel it. We feel it by walking on the earth, and it's very weak on Earth.
Gravity isn't. It's not a fundamental force like the strong nuclear force, the weak nuclear force, or electromagnetism. No. It's an emergent force brought on by mass and time, or space time.
It's space time that we think. Again, this is all theoretical. You have to remember. We think space time is part of the reason we have gravity.
Gravity is just a side effect of the combination of mass and time.
Space time.
Yes.
At the quantum level, I'm talking at the quantum level at the moment. But you're right. In the real world, in your astrophysics world, a planet, a black hole, a moon, whatever you want, will cause it. You've seen the drawings. It looks like marbles dropped into nets.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it drags things in, and that's why Jupiter is our biggest savior, because it's got a far more dense gravitational pull and takes the hits of most of the asteroids heading our way.
Yes,
because it's got a much bigger pull.
If Shoemaker-Levy comet did not hit Jupiter, they would have said it would have impacted the moon.
Exactly. Without Jupiter,
it's possible, Elihu, based on trajectory, but judging how fast Jupiter's gravitational field was able to pull it apart, I doubt it would have actually.
No. If Jupiter was,
if Jupiter wasn't there, it would have smashed into the moon, and then the moon would have plowed into us. Basically.
Oh no, it wouldn't. The moon was the comet did not have enough mass to change the orbit of the moon that much, and you know that, Yvette.
Well, I'm trying to make it a bit exciting. I'm just saying, Jupiter. If Jupiter's not there, we will be hit by a lot more asteroids.
Oh, I definitely agree with you, especially within the last 4.5 billion years. So
we're hit with 40 tons of asteroids every single day. So what are you talking about? They're micro, but it's still asteroids.
I don't think it's 40 tons.
Yeah, we get about 40 tons of space dust a day.
He's right. It's about 40 tons of asteroids hit the Earth every day.
It's space dust. So technically, they're asteroids.
Well, it's not just space. It's not just space dust. It's also mass from the sun.
Yeah. There's all sorts of things hitting us all the time. Electrical physics.
I don't know. Elihu, is the mass of Uranus
wanting the details of it? Thank you, Jill. But
the mass of all the planets affect us.
Time travel is not one of my favorite subjects. I get very cross very quickly because people don't listen to me, and I'm happy to discuss traveling forward in time because, hey, I've written a paper on it myself. But going back in time is a no-no. It's just a no-no. But the problem I have is that I'm a quantum physics.
Without the mini world interpretation, time travel would most likely be impossible. And as of yet, we can't observe anything other than our own universe. So
nothing's impossible, just improbable.
Very improbable. But I would stand by, probably to the day I die, that time travel to the past is impossible. And a lot of scientists don't say impossible. Say that.
I'm always hesitant to say impossible. I would say improbable to the likelihood of impossible, but not necessarily improbable.
No, I actually believe it's impossible because It's like the speed of light. One of the theories which scared the shit out of me, really. One of the theories, which is string theory. I'm not a fan of string theory. I know it's very popular. Should
What, you
we
like wave
actually?
theory? You like wave theory or particle theory?
I'm actually working on my own, but anyway, the the string theory says that if we actually hit the speed of light, now at CERN we can get it to 0.999999 reoccurring, because as the faster you go, the slower time behaves. So it's like running down a hall that
the slower time appears to be moved to an outside observer, not for you.
No, you're constantly heading towards it, but you'll never get there. It's like that corridor, you know, that just extends in movies. No matter what you do.
I would say it would be entirely possible to travel at the speed of light, because light itself has some mass, or at least a photon has some sort of mass, and it's able to travel at that speed. Therefore, we should be able to equal the speed of light, but we could not exceed the speed of light without warping space-time.
Mike, try going 100 yards and take two steps. You have to take 2 additional steps. That's the problem.
Yeah. I don't disagree with Mike there. I think we could probably get there. However, in string theory, which is one of the most popular theories, again, I say one of the most popular, string theory discounts all other theories. So if you're a string theorist follower, any other theory that is bought destroys string theory. So string theory just basically ignores it. In string theory, they say, you know, if man hit the speed of light, the universe would unravel. One of the reasons I'm not a string theory fan. Because
I never went into string theory that much. The particle theory is what scares the hell out of me, because that would completely that discounts your little idea of time travel being impossible to the past. Because you've heard what particle theory is, right? There's only one particle in the entire universe, but it's been traveling through time from the creation, the Big Bang to the Big Crunch over and over again, to the point where it populates the entire universe over and over again.
The particle theory is
that one scares the hell out of me.
Well, I would think Elon Musk probably bought the rights to it. Okay, that's the level of intelligence I would put to that. The God particle, and I don't even talk to me about the God particle. However, there was recently, I don't want to bore everyone, an atom created, manufactured by human beings, called the time crystal. God help me, they couldn't have called it. I know. I think you probably read the paper. I think I sent it out to a couple of people that were interested.
Unfortunately, I don't subscribe to that specific journal. I only subscribe to Nature and the New England Journal of Medicine, because those were the fields that I actually studied in college.
Yeah.
But as I said,
no,
quantum physics and quantum gravity has always been something I like to talk about, but not. As I said, I'm not peak Dunning-Kruger, but I know there's a lot that I don't know. But
no, this particular atom that was created, they accidentally managed to create an atom that has its own internal engine. That's the best way I can put it for everyone. So therefore, theoretically, this atom could travel in time. That's why they called it the time crystal. It powers itself. An atom's pop into existence and then die, pop into existence and die. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. That's the bottom line. So they pop in, they do something, they disappear. Then another one will pop in and do something. But this particular atom, thankfully, though, from what I've been keeping a close eye on it, thankfully, in tests it's only been lasting a few seconds, which in the quantum world is quite a long time.
Forever.
It's like for an atom to last a minute is like
a human lasting 300 years.
I was going to say maybe 1,000,000 years. You know, it's that sort of level of complexity, and it's very intriguing, worrying that an atom could internally generate enough energy to perpetually stay that atom, you know, and then you could apply that atom to all sorts of things, and time travel comes into effect at that point, along with a lot of other things. I can probably find the article. If I find the article, I'll post it for anyone. Jill will probably appreciate it. She's asking questions. Yeah, hang on, Jill. I'll find the paper on it.
I got a question for you, Yvette.
See, I would be worried that what they actually detected was most likely an equipment malfunction, and not necessarily that, because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
unless
that's what they thought about the background radiation. Pigeon droppings, not classroom equipment. Nope. They tested it, dude. They test and test.
I understand that, but it's still, I would say it's still plausible. Not to mention that, I mean, we know that virtual particles exist, however briefly, and it would be entirely possible that something similar is what's actually powering this, not necessarily it powering itself.
Well,
it could be borrowing energy from the wave function.
They measured it, creating within its own, because it's an atom, it contains lots of particles and subatomic particles, the quantum side of it. And it is using different parts. It's very complicated. And it's basically recycling and recycling, which means it could perpetually keep itself moving or doing or whatever. Right.
What if it's just going under the subatomic equivalent of fission? And that's what's actually powering it.
Well,
maybe efficient to you, maybe it's not efficient to another person.
It's I'm just trying to find the paper on it,
because we know that quarks can break down into other forms of quarks, releasing certain amounts of energy.
Oh, cool!
So it could be undergoing a form of fission on a subatomic scale.
Yeah,
quarks are probably my most favorite thing to play with in quantum physics.
I agree. Armin Shimmerman would be fun to play with.
And they are the smallest thing we've ever found. I'm just... Jesus, where is it? You know, when I typed it in, it comes up. No. How was the time? Yeah. No, I don't want the quantum one. Man-made. Because there's another time crystal that's been created using quantum computers. It's
hey, Mike.
Not really quantum.
Mike,
what's up?
Is this the intelligent continuation conversation from LDG's channel?
Somewhat. Except now we have 3 people that are more knowledgeable about the subject. Except for me.
Yeah, I would have hopped on LDG's, but I had to get ready. I got to go to the dispensary. I've got to charge my computer so I can walk.
How did you leave?
Sorry, you were starting to robot for me, Yvette. What did you say? I'm
sorry. We had the internet got sliced through yesterday. We've been having major problems with it. LDG left. Why?
I
don't know. He just headed out. I don't know if it's a problem with his internet or he was just bored by the conversation. Or he got busy. Who knows?
Or he was like, damn it, I can't counteract this argument, this correct argument. Bye.
The only thing I can find is a Barclay one. Right. I'm going to copy this one. But Jill, I will try and find the actual paper because it's far more interesting. But this gives you a brief overview of it. All right. Okay. I'm back. Right. See, I knew this was going to happen.
Thank you, Yvette. There's a link. I'm upset the dispenser didn't have any CBD. All they had was THC on sale.
Oh, this was a paper by Berkeley, Yvette.
No, this is no. I've just copied that one because I can't find the actual paper.
Okay.
I said to her, that'll give you just an idea, but I will find the actual paper and I will send her it. I can't on the fly pull a paper out of my arse, unfortunately. There are so many of them.
Well, I'm
not a big fan of Berkeley's science department as of late. You know, ever since they basically tried to say that what was it, the water fontis or whatever the frick it was a great idea, and it's like no one did the basic calculations for frickin' how much energy is required to condense water from the atmosphere.
Mm.
The last thing I read from Berkeley was from Jeff Marcy about exoplanets.
I just picked one that wasn't to do with Google quantum computers that are called their time crystal, which isn't a time crystal at all. It's something that's been created with a quantum computer. So the last time I looked, that wasn't there, and the paper came up immediately. Now, if I Google it, all I'm getting is Google shit. So I will find the actual paper, and I will get it to Jill somehow.
Wait, does Philip Hinkle still teach at Berkeley?
Because it's amazing the fact that mankind, I say, physicists have been creating manufactured particles and atoms for a while now, but the quantum world, in the quantum world, it's harder.
You know, a decade before it was discovered. So
yeah. But quarks are amazing. That you got happy quarks, strange quarks, up quarks, down quarks, and each one has a special. But they're like your superheroes of the quantum world. That's how I see them. They all have their own unique little things, and one of my side projects is with a quark. Oh, you came back.
Yeah, he's back.
Sorry, internet went knocked out.
I know the feeling. Twice in 2 days.
Oh, so do I.
They cut the hard line. Someone had cut the hard line and cut the whole of South Shore Blackpool completely dead.
Shit.
And of course, apart from people like me going, woohoo, I don't have to work today. My mother was having a fit because the television had gone and she's bedridden. And I went, grab a magazine. It's going to be a while. And I would think they literally had already put within 3 minutes, because I rang Virgin, and they'd already put a message up saying it will be fixed by 7:29 tonight. So at least people had an idea. But 20 minutes.
I always like how they say 7:29 or 7:32 p.m. Like an odd number that'll start up. Like, really? Within 20
minutes, I had the internet back. But as LDG will tell you, last night it was last night. I was crawling around at 11:30 last night on my hands and knees, resetting my router, tried all 3 of my microphones, and I was breaking up constantly. Now, it went down in the middle of the night again, so I woke up to, what the hell? It was back on, so I had to reset the router again, and rang Virgin because it's Sunday, there's no human beings there, but the little automated person said, yeah, we need to send you a package. We're sending it now, and then reboot this, do that, and let us know if there's any problems. But of course, I had no one here to talk to to test it with. But
that sounds
how am I sounding? Because
you are sounding good.
Right now, you sound fine. You did robot good. A little bit earlier.
Yeah, well, they're still fiddling about with it. So I thought it was. I tried 3 different microphones, and I'm on the one microphone I hate. However, it seems to be the best one at the moment until they sort everything out.
I hate my.
It's going to take days and days to sort this out because they actually cut the hard line, or some pillock cut the hard line. You know, probably a BT engineer or something. You know, that's hearsay, people. Hearsay.
Well, let me tell you how much of an
rumors, pinch of salt.
Let me tell you how much of an oxymoron my cable company is. I was having problems with my router. I went to the app and said, "Okay, we'll reset it. We'll send you a text message. Do you want a text message for an update or talk to an agent?" I'm like, "Yes." I click the option. It says, "Text message not available." Then why the hell did you give me the option?
Well, the package they downloaded this morning worked great, except it knocked my sound out. Not my microphone, but my headphones. So I then had to first I went into StreamYard, and I could hear in StreamYard, but I couldn't hear anything else on the computer. So then I had to go into the control panel and sound there and screw about till, yay, finally got through. But until LDG woke up this morning, I didn't know if anyone could hear me. And luckily he could hear me.
Sorry, I'm just messing with my light right now.
What?
Sorry.
I can hear you. I'm just messing with the light.
Hey, Mike, if you want to put what I put in the private chat in the public chat, you can. I don't have YouTube opened up.
What is that? Oh. I'm gonna hold off on that.
It's a high def version, by the way. That's the one that got leaked. It's not a shitty cam. And everybody who's a Matt Smith fan can enjoy that dance scene a lot clearer. I'm like, okay, this is why he's a good bad guy, because of that dance scene.
Since we've already had the definitely the nerdiest chat in a while that we've had, we might as well go on to a different thing. And I'll talk about the actual reason that stream is named the way it is. Because I don't have a computer right now. Sorry, what was that, Yvette?
Yes, Katty taking over.
The wild child. Where is
she? Basically, this was her idea. On the last actual review that I did, my character, or me, you know what I mean, was, beamed off the ship to parts unknown. And the fact that since I don't have a computer, I'm not able to make anything right now. I can still do the live streams using my tablet or my phone, that kind of stuff, but I can't really make any videos because my phone sucks and my tablet sucks. So she wants to start doing her own reviews of things that she wants to review.
Great.
And I told her,
create a channel.
Yeah, she could create her own channel.
She doesn't want to create a channel. She wants to use mine. So I said, we can write it into the ongoing scenario and have it so I'm missing, so she's taking over, and that's the whole idea behind it.
Oh yeah.
So you're leaving?
That would work.
Now she's just making the videos on her phone because she's got like a Galaxy Note 7 or something like that, whereas I'm running the equivalent of a Galaxy 2. So
speaking of the wild child, where is she if she wants to take over?
What do you mean, where is she?
I haven't seen her bug in the chat.
Oh, that's because she's probably still asleep.
Oh, that's right. It's only 9:30. It's not 11 o'clock yet.
Yeah. She was probably up. Well, let's see. I was messaging one of my coworkers last night until 10-ish, and she was still online on the phone with her girlfriend. So odds are she was probably up well after I went to sleep, still talking to her girlfriend, and probably only went to bed around 1 or 2 in the morning.
Kids.
See, even though it's my day off today, I still woke up early And I don't like to screw with my body clock too much because I get a headache if I sleep too much. So I tend to get up when I wake up. Yeah. But yeah, it's I found that to be quite a good way to judge your own body clock. You know, if you wake up yourself, even on your day off, at the same time you normally wake up with the alarm, your body's in tune, and just get up. Otherwise, if I fall back to sleep, I then get a headache. Now, I fell asleep this afternoon because I was off and I'm relaxing. Then I woke up on my own because someone left me.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
By the way, guys, anybody listening can spread the word. There is no weekly wrap-up tonight with Chris tonight because he has to work. And there is no Name That Tune tonight tryout because he has to work. That means Deej can save his voice.
No,
He doesn't have to worry about singing.
I saw Deej's Farm Life. That was cool. It's nice to see it sort of at the beginning.
Yeah,
no animals, though.
He said on Mike's stream that he has trying to save his voice and Name That Tune. So, Deej, you can yell and rant and rave all you want today. No Name That Tune.
I thought he might have popped up here because he was in the chat on LDG's.
Yeah, LDG's yet, though.
I don't know. Is LDG here or not? Or just his avatar?
Physically or mentally?
I don't know.
Test. What the hell? Okay.
Yeah, physically
well,
not
that doesn't want to
work.
work. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I knew you weren't listening.
We were wondering if you were
what I said, because you would have said something back.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. I would have. My bad. Yvette? Woman?
Woman. Dun, dun, dun.
That's not working at the moment with me, I'm afraid.
I'll tell you what will work.
No, it won't. Not right now. Not after that.
Sorry. I figured since I'm here, I might as well get some stuff ready to ship that actually sold on the store.
Well, hey.
Speaking of which, for those in the chat, if you want to buy something at SD GameStop, links are in the description.
I would, but the cost of shipping it.
Yeah, unfortunately,
triples the price of the thing.
Yeah,
and I want to buy.
But like stuff that sold within the last 24 hours, a bunch of westerns on VHS.
Cool.
And some other things on VHS. This is like a Vietnamese production.
Okay,
so,
never heard of it.
They sell pretty well if to people who are interested in Vietnamese stuff like this. I mean, almost every single one I've ever posted sells within a short period of time. Because these are fairly hard to come by outside of certain areas. But I bought a whole collection of them a while ago, like 2 or 3 years ago. I think I bought the whole collection for like $5, and like this alone sold for $15.
Nice.
So I wasn't going to complain just because it was in a foreign language. I took a risk on it, and it was a good turnout. But what else do you guys want to talk about? Other than Morbius, because I haven't seen it. Other than Picard, because I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen the new episode of Strange New Worlds yet.
I don't watch any of them.
Me neither. I think the only... Let's see. What movie did I watch recently? I can't even remember the name of it now.
I watched Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange again last night. Well, Multiverse of Madness.
We finished watching The Boys.
I'm not going there. Sorry.
I enjoyed The Boys. Can't wait for season 3.
I'm looking forward to The Boys season 3. I haven't seen season 1 and 2, but I am looking forward to season 3 to see Soldier Boy.
Yeah, Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy.
see him in the trailer? You bet.
I know.
I have not seen the trailer because I don't always watch the trailers before I watch a show. So
the trailer, it's very well done.
I'm part of the fan club, so I've had pictures showing him working out to get the body for the Soldier Boy. He went all out. He literally went all out to get the body for Soldier Boy.
Who's playing him?
Jensen.
Seriously.
Seriously? Sorry, who's playing him?
He said this about when he did Batman The Long Halloween. And I went, Jensen's Batman. Who's Jensen? So
okay, not everyone is as big a Supernatural fan as you are. As I said, I stopped watching at season 10.
Jensen is Yvette's future ex-husband.
And for me to get it, you have to say the full name, Jensen Ackles, or else I'm going to be like, is that the last name? I mean, Jensen's not a common name. I don't know if it's a first name, a last name.
Sorry, Jensen Ackles is playing Soldier Boy.
Well, that will probably fit, I think. Then again, I don't know as much about. I didn't read the boys' comics. I just enjoy the show.
Oh, dude, it's a great show. Season 1, season 2. Oh.
I've seen season 1 and 2. I thought it was great.
Okay.
And I'm not one of those people that complain about how they changed it from the comic. I mean, I didn't read the comics until after I watched season 1. But I was like, the changes they made fit the way they want to portray the characters. It works for me. I am enjoying it. So.
I got a little cigarette.
Yes, son of Red Shirt. That wasn't his start. He actually was in Days of Our Lives. He was very young in that. That was his start. He actually applied to be Clark Kent, but he really too blonde. So they created that character because they liked him so much, and he actually got offered another season, but that's when Supernatural came up. So he decided to do Supernatural instead of carrying on Smallville. And Supernatural was born.
They made fun of the Days of Our Lives in Supernatural.
They do.
I love that.
And of course, in Friends, Joey worked on it. Days of Our Lives, which always amuses me when I hear it. But he's young in Days of Our Lives.
Well, one of the reasons they did that is because they needed a show that actually is filmed in New York to actually make it make sense. And Days of Our Lives is one of the few that did.
I thought General Hospital also did.
Sorry, say that again?
I thought General Hospital also filmed in New York.
It might, but they had to choose something that films in New York. So they probably just chose one at random or one that they had the rights to use.
I have not got a chance to see that cartoon yet, some Red Shirt Invincible. I've heard about it. I've seen the trailer. I have not got a chance to watch it yet.
Basically the same thing as The Boys. I saw the first season, really enjoyed it, started reading the comic book, noticed the differences, didn't care about the differences, and I enjoyed both. But I don't think season 2 is out yet. Isn't that right, son of a red shirt? I'm going to turn my camera off for a second so I can try to find something. And I dropped the fucking camera off.
Right when you turn the camera off, man. We wanted to see that. Shit. That's it. I'm getting more coffee.
That's one of the reasons I'm turning off the camera so I can go get more coffee.
Well, I got a long enough cord so I can reach. Cup number 4. Yeah, slow start on coffee today.
Oh, I've had 3 of my large cups today.
Well, I had 1 small cup of coffee at the house, and then I left to go get my 7-Eleven coffee because that's what I like. I got 1 24-ounce cappuccino or French vanilla cappuccino with 2 or 4 extra shots of espresso. And then the other thing I got was a 24-ounce mocha with 4 extra shots of espresso.
Dear God,
Well, it's still got chocolate in it.
Why don't
That's
you
the
just get a
problem
12
with
ounce? Just get a 12-ounce glass of espresso, man. Come on.
Because I also like my sugar. I'm not diabetic. I can have all the sugar I want.
Hey, Bill.
What's up?
Am I really out of my large padded envelopes? God damn it.
Probably. I don't know. We can't see. If you want to come up here, Bill,
Hey,
come on
Bill.
up. The thing is pinned, right?
Let me put that back the way it was earlier. There we go. Nope, that's not right, because there we go. I don't want you guys to get blinded by the light.
You have your headband on. We're not.
I could take it off.
No. I don't want to get that song stuck in my head. Don't.
No.
You dare.
I prefer you with your bandana. You look
True
right with
story.
a bandana.
Because I, for my day job, I'm usually, I'm a merchandiser and I work primarily in Walmarts. I was in the back room of one of my Walmarts and the security guys stopped me because, I'm not wearing a Walmart vest or anything like that. So they assumed I didn't work there. But then he saw my badge and was like, "Oh, what's his name? Where's your bandana?" He didn't, because I so often wear a bandana, he didn't recognize me, so he stopped me.
Oh, Jill, enjoy your breakfast tacos. Whatever they are. God, yeah. Didn't even know that there was such a thing as a breakfast taco.
Yes.
Is it a hard taco, a soft taco? These taco things are very confusing.
A real taco is a soft taco. The hard shell is Americanized.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's just the opposite.
Right.
No. What?
Okay. What?
You go to Mexico, a streetcar, and ask for a taco. They're not going to give you a hard shell. They're going to give you two
They
small
will give you
tortillas.
a fried corn tortilla. That's usually a little hard.
That's a tostada.
Whatever. Mrs. Vile,
Yeah,
if you're still in the chat, tell us who's right and who's wrong, because you'll know better.
Yeah, you get 2 little small tortillas. That's
Yeah,
a
taco is a taco. Whether the shell is hard or soft doesn't matter.
The hard
So
shell
is
is
it-
Americanized.
You see, we have things called pita breads,
Oh,
And-
look at that.
and you sort of warm them up, and they pop up, and you stuff them.
All right, honey. I want you to
I
say
suppose that'd
this.
be like
Repeat after me.
taco.
Pita.
Shut up.
Pita.
Pita.
Pita
pita.
bread.
Pita Griffin.
Not pita.
It's spelled
pita
P-I-T-A.
It's
Like
the
pita or
accent.
something else. Pita
Pita.
bread.
It's her accent, okay?
It's spelled
Well, I know that when
P-I-T-A.
I heard her say taco. All right.
What? Taco's not a taco.
No, it's
It's a
taco.
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 Like
no,
the creature from the black taco.
no.
Or if you're in Beverly Hills,
It's a word. I'm pronouncing it in English,
It's seldom called a taco.
not American.
Taco.
So,
Yeah, you don't
if
stick to the
you
law.
walked in- You walked in to a shop and said, "Have you got any tacos?" They'd probably get the nearest garden shoved their foot up your ass as
Do you have
you
any
left the building.
tacos and
Yeah. I gotta put a poster
taquilios?
up. Do you have a taco?
Taquilios? What are they
Yes,
called?
I'd like a taco, please.
You realize that even Mexicans will make fun of the way you guys are saying it, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Of course. That's the way it works.
You are saying it in a very Americanized way.
Taco?
Yes.
Taco.
How is it pronounced?
Taco.
I'm a white
Taco.
American. I can't say
Taco.
it correctly either.
Guys, it's
Taco.
pronounced. It's pronounced taco.
You got some
That's
shitty
how it's
chicken
actually pronounced.
and some
Taco.
shitty rice and
Not
some
taco.
shitty tacos?
Taco. Am I right, Mrs. Vile? Taco.
I
Well,
would
we gotta
think
wait. We have to see if Mrs.
Spanish
Lyle's still
spin
in the chat,
to
which
it.
It's entirely possible she's not.
No.
taco.
No, after
She did have plans.
abusing her language, I'm sure she's
I used to speak Spanish and Castilian as a kid. I know how to pronunciate.
Oh,
you know how to what?
son of a red shirt. I know you're not being a jerk. It's spelled pitta here, Pita. That's what I'm saying. That's why I call it pita bread.
He actually spelled it out phonetically, the way that we pronounce it here in the States.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's an animal organization.
No one's ever corrected me when I go to buy them. So I'm sure you're right, but I'll try it the next
I believe
time.
it was the ancient Greeks that created pita bread to begin with. We should ask them how they pronounce it. Shit, they don't exist anymore.
Yeah. Like a GIF.
I think pita's supposed to
Okay,
be
I will fight you on that
bread.
one, LDG. That's a modern thing. It's pronounced GIF.
It's a GIF. I agree.
Jeff is peanut butter, okay?
Well, GIF here is a toilet cleaner.
GIF starts the file abbreviation GIF is GIF because the original G of the acronym
Graphic.
it starts with graphics.
Graphic, yeah.
That's
GIF.
why it's
yeah.
GIF, not GIF.
Yeah, Jeff is peanut butter.
I don't understand why it suddenly started being called GIF. I'm like, what? Have I been pronouncing it wrong since it was created?
What happens is there's a difference between generations, and
I
people
know
who
that.
only see the word and not know how it's pronounced start saying it the way they think it was pronounced, and then they start, that whole generation starts screwing it up. I still get pissed off when people refer to the NES as a NES, and I was like, no, it was not ever the NES. It was NES is an acronym or as an initialism, not an acronym.
Yeah.
Know the frickin' difference.
What about when people say, I need to go to the ATM machine or enter your PIN number? What?
Yeah.
Why are you putting yourself? Automatic teller machine? PIN number? Come on. Personal identification number?
But I mean, we are all guilty of
video game
pronouncing something
consoles-
wrong all our lives until we're corrected.
I'm just saying, all video game consoles are initialisms, not acronyms. That's why we have the NES, the PS1, the PS2. We don't say the stew.
Two. I got 5.
Dude, the P is silent. It's stew.
You want to come over and pss with me?
So it's the stew, the stun, the stree, the store, the stive.
Oh, cool. Let's go to the store.
You know what? We really shouldn't have done that because someone will be watching it going, oh, so that's how it's pronounced and leave. And we'll now be hearing 5. It's PlayStation. It will now be known as piss.
No, the one that pisses me off is the one that they're trying to pass it as the way they want to pronounce it is the frickin' sci-fi channel, and I'll never call it sci-fi. I'll never call it sci-fi again.
It's sci-fi. It's sci-fi.
Siffy.
It's sci-fi.
It's sippy. The way they spell it is siffy.
It's sci-fi with mid 2000s.
It's sci-fi if you're saying sci-fi and have a stroke.
Okay, how about this? Look at the BBC America logo. It's BBC America, AMEP. A-M-E-R-I-C-A. Look at the BBC America logo. A-M-E-R-P-R-I-C-A. America.
But BBC America has no affiliation with the BBC. Did you know that?
I knew that.
Yes. Yes.
That's why they didn't get the latest Doctor Who.
Names their channel Big Black Clock. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Jason Lee Tucker's not on here. You can't show Big Black Clock.
Tonight.
I agree, Jill.
On the Big Black Clock.
If Jason Lee Tucker was on here,
yeah,
trust me.
Jill, I agree with you as well.
Where's Jason?
Oh, no.
Jason, damn it.
Wait, are you considering what you just said, LDG? Are you telling me that you like to watch documentaries about the BBC?
No. BBC's mine.
No.
I own that BBC, that particular one.
BBC One.
I get personal updates on my BBC in Facebook Messenger. Little treats if he's been doing something.
BBC 4, BBC 2. Sorry, BBC 1 and 4.
Hey, Bird, how you doing? I've never heard anyone call it Siffy but LDG.
It's Sippy.
Okay, let me.
We don't get it over here.
Say sci-fi.
LDG. When you shorten a name like what was it, Sylvester to SY, what name is that?
Sly.
Huh?
No, just
SY.
Sigh.
It's C.
No, they pronounce it Psy. SY is
no,
Psy.
Psy is SYE is Psy.
No.
No.
When people shorten their name from Sylvester to SY, they pronounce it Psy.
Yes, and that's incorrect. Psy is SYE.
That's not incorrect. So you're saying everybody is incorrect except for you?
Yes.
So you're saying everybody's pronouncing their own name incorrectly?
How is that not possible? There are a lot of people who think the word common sense actually means proper sense. No. It means common amongst the sense that is common amongst the people. That's what common sense means. That common sense does not mean proper sense. Like, oh, don't stick your hand in fire or you'll burn yourself. That's proper sense.
Well, common sense is
it is cool
LDG,
to stick your hand
in fire.
In
this regard, we're saying that everyone is saying you put your hand in fire, it's bad, and you're saying no, it's great.
No, but it's not.
In
called
this case,
common
everybody
sense.
else is saying it one way. You're saying it the other way.
That is common sense. Fire hot. Fire burns.
Now,
there are many people who think sticking your hand in fire is cool.
Yes,
and you're one of them.
And they're all weird.
I will agree with what Jedi Bill is saying. When they have wrestling on it, it's no longer really a sci-fi channel. They might be pronounced sci-fi.
Yes,
but it's not the sci-fi channel anymore. And I haven't really watched it since like Stargate left. So
times are changing. They're showing condom commercials on the Cartoon Network now.
So
that's another thing too. It's not even the same channel anymore. They don't
is he breaking up or is that me?
He's
breaking up.
Okay.
I'm reaching the edge of the
Yeah, the Travel Channel has paranormal
well, yeah,
stuff
it's not even sci-fi anymore. Like if you look at what the sci-fi did back in the 90s and what they do now, it's two different channels.
Yeah, MTV no longer plays music, videos. Travel Channel's
it's like comparing MTV 20 years ago.
Scythe and Psy are pronounced Psy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Psy. Yeah. It really my name defies a lot of it because in the English language a Y is the sixth vowel. So
it's the same thing used,
here. Yeah. So when used with a consonant, it's E-vet, not Y-vet. But I don't worry about that because I'm so used to people pronouncing it however they want, including bitch. I'm known as bitch as well.
Well, I've seen people pronounce Yvette, either Yvette or how the other way you did it, which I don't know if I could pull off now that
Yeah,
I'm
why
saying
is
it.
it Ivet?
Yeah,
Yvette.
Yvette.
It's an E.
I've heard it
instead of
pronounced both
Y.
ways.
Yeah. And
Now,
my
I don't know if
the
it's in British
abbreviation of
English as
Yvette
much as it is
is
here,
Evie.
but the Y is usually only a vowel when there's no
All right,
other
so
vowels in the word.
All right. Here is straight from the dictionary. Okay, you ready for it? This is how you pronounce S-Y. Okay, you ready? This is how you pronounce S-Y. This is from a reputable source of pronunciation of the English language.
Are you
S-Y
actually
is
using your
pronounced
dictionary?
C.
S-Y is pronounced
C.
Thank you. End of story. Next.
Is that Google? Because if that is Google,
You want me to use
like
Google?
Wikipedia.
Let me use Google. I'll use Google right now.
I said no. It's like Wikipedia. No, you can't take it for.
It's pronounced sigh, dude. It's pronounced sigh.
Let's see if I can get Alexa.
Okay, I want you guys to listen to this, okay? Listen to this, okay? This is how it's pronounced. Did you hear that?
No.
Didn't.
Sigh.
Oh, right.
All right, so Google Translate calls it sigh,
Sigh.
but the dictionary calls it C.
Hang on, I'm gonna plug this back in.
How's the spelling on this?
S-Y.
Just S-Y.
Yeah, sigh.
Alexa, how do you pronounce the word S-Y?
I pronounce that word, but I'm always working on how I say things and I might not have it right.
C.
Say it anyway, Alexa.
Alexa, pronounce the word S-Y.
C.
I pronounce that sigh, but I'm always working on how I say things and I might not have it right.
She said
There you
sigh.
go. She said sigh as well.
And of course, Alexa thinks Jodie Whittaker's the best doctor.
Fuck you.
In the pirate business, it's easy
Hold on.
to follow DeForest's tale. But
Mike has his Alexa on.
No, I was trying to look up something online. Let's see.
pronouncenames.com.
Cy Richardson.
Yeah.
And his name, I don't know if you can read it, it is S.Y. Richardson. That's his name, S.Y. Cy.
Don't you guys remember Roland Gunkum style? Sigh?
Yeah, but he pronounced it P.S.Y. Or he spelled it P.S.Y.
Which is fine. Silent P in it. There's an S.
I'd rather have a silent fart than a silent P. I want to know when I'm peeing.
I like that, Jill. And see what she put about sci-fi. When referencing it was called, but when they cancelled SG Universe, it became sci-fi as in syphilis.
I would agree with you there as well, Jill.
Siffy.
I don't think I've actually watched the Sci-Fi Channel in like 10 years.
I haven't watched it. It's easily that. We have it on. I do have it.
That channel every week because it had Farscape. All the good shows. Stargate Universe. Hell, it even had Doctor Who. And
Who? Yeah, they used to do Doctor Who runs on it. Yeah. I went and got
what good show is on Sci-Fi Channel right now? Does anyone know?
What? Pluto has Doctor Who channel. What, Mike?
I said, does anyone know a single good show that is on Sci-Fi Channel right now? That is not like not reruns.
Son of a Richard, I was just thinking that. Sci-Fi, yes.
I don't know.
Not Phoebe then.
Sippy, I can't think, man. I don't want to type.
Have we finished squabbling about how to pronounce S-Y?
No, but considering the types of discussions we are having, we're literally having like the most nerd chats. We talked about time travel and quantum physics, and now we're arguing about the pronunciation of sci-fi. I mean, come on, that's like peak high-low nerd chat.
Definitely low.
Oh, I've got one for everyone. All right. nerds and geeks. Okay. A nerd. I always considered a nerd someone like me that's into Doctor Who. I'm a nerd for Doctor Who because I retain, study, watch. I'm a mega fan, right?
That's a geek.
I'm a geek when it comes to Star Trek because I love it. I've watched it, but I couldn't answer half the questions on it. Whereas Doctor Who, I should be able to answer those sort of questions. So I would be a nerd when it comes to Doctor Who. I am a nerd when it comes to science, and I'm a geek for Star Trek. I'm nothing for Star Wars. Sorry, guys. And you know,
you're a nerd geek.
I'm a nerd for Supernatural. I'm a nerd for Grimm. You know, they're depending. So, what do you guys think? Do you think a nerd is someone who's got the knowledge?
Sorry, I had to sneeze.
That's all right. The knowledge, and a geek is someone that just loves the show very much.
I agree
What's
with
that. That's the question I'm asking.
A nerd is someone who is into certain fandoms of any kind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At any level.
Yeah.
And is also into like science and that kind of stuff, science, math, that kind of subjects. A geek is someone who's more of into the macabre, but not necessarily in a poetic sense. Like they're the kid that wanted to dissect the frog because they really wanted to see what the insides looked like, not necessarily because they wanted to know how.
When did it happen that the term nerd had anything related to pop culture? A geek is
I'd say that started in the late 70s.
A nerd has
early 80s.
nothing to do with pop culture. You're a computer nerd.
I would say you were
analytical
correct
nerd.
until during the rise of certain fandoms like Star Trek and Star Wars, because
You're
a
a
lot of the
geek.
people that were antisocial because they were into those subjects that most students at the time weren't into, like math and science, gravitated towards fictionalized stories that included math and science.
Dude,
But that makes you a geek, though. Okay, that's like saying a square can be a rectangle, but a rectangle can't be a square. A nerd can be a geek, but geek cannot be a nerd.
Literally just said the opposite.
So a nerd is someone that's into something real.
They have nothing to do with each other. They're two completely different things.
Can I answer?
Yes, please do. I wanted everyone's opinion.
Okay, a nerd is someone who is knowledgeable and proficient in certain subjects. A geek is someone who knows the ins and outs of something, one particular item.
Is a fan of something.
Can I finish, please?
A fan. No.
I didn't say.
Get it right. I'm sorry,
right.
guys. I love you.
Right.
I got to snap. So here we go, dude. No.
You get it right. You get it right.
A nerd is a fanatic of a particular something that is strange and unordinary.
Yes.
That's a geek.
A geek is someone
who
knows the ins and outs of certain subjects.
Not knowing anything. You don't have to know a damn thing to be a geek. All you have to do is be a fan.
Traditionally, certain fandoms are the ones that are applied to nerds and geeks.
Yes. I would say that there are fandoms that are.
You would be a Star Wars nerd, but you would be a band geek.
Yeah.
Or
this definition has changed because in high school, our nerd was someone who was knowledgeable, got good grades. A geek was someone who would play D&D, was into Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The same for me. A nerd was someone, well, I was a bit older. I was a nerd all my life because, well, I'm a quantum physicist now, so you can imagine. I was the nerd at school. But
I was the nerd at school too.
But a geek I didn't hear about till later on. Because nerd wasn't connected with pop culture, like LDG said. Initially it wasn't at all. It was more.
It doesn't have to be. You can be a nerd and have no fandom to anything whatsoever.
Yeah. But I wondered now, because it's nerds and geeks now we hear, and I was just curious as to how you define each one. Is it Like,
well, that's because
like
that's because
Jill, I would consider a Star Trek nerd. She has the most comprehensive knowledge of Star Trek I've ever heard in my life. Right? So Jill, I would class as a Star Trek nerd.
Look at her icon.
But me, I would be a Star Trek geek because I don't know half the things she does.
Yes, like I said, it's not a switch.
All right.
You don't switch. You're either a geek about something or not. You're
Like
either
I
a
said,
nerd about something or not.
The definition has changed over the years.
You can be both. You can be a geek
I would
and a
definitely
nerd.
say that the definition has changed
Yes.
over time. Hell, the definition could change to be a region as well. And that might be why we have differing opinions.
It's not that definition changes. It's that the definition
it is.
expands.
Yes, it is.
No,
has
it's not.
changed.
Can anybody? Hey.
Expands, that means it's changed.
Prove me wrong.
Okay.
It expands. It doesn't overall change.
I didn't say
Okay,
overall change.
LDG,
There's a
do
difference.
you know what the term geek originally meant?
Yeah, but not off the top of my head.
A geek was a sideshow freak that specialized in
Yeah,
acting like
yes.
a pre-human.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
So why did that suddenly
And then it
go
was
into
expanded.
something along the lines of someone who is actually intelligent? It changed over time.
It expanded.
No.
The original
When we say
definition
geek
still
now,
holds.
are we referring to a sideshow freak?
Some people are.
Okay, no.
Yes.
LDG, if I said you were a Star Trek geek, am I saying that you are Star Trek Australopithecine? I don't know why I screwed that up for a second.
Yeah.
No.
No, it depends what you're using it for. You're
Yes,
asking
because
what
it
is that?
changed over
Objection
time.
leading. Objection leading. You're trying to.
He's been
I'm
watching
sorry.
the
objection
trial.
leading. You're trying to get me to say what you want me to say. The correct answer is that it depends who you're talking to, and that person can use the original word or not. Just like I'm having a gay old time doesn't mean I have a bunch of boyfriends over.
Exactly.
We still use the word.
Changed.
You see, that's the
But most
thing.
people use that word differently.
Over here, the word gay means happy.
Yeah, and fag means
Yes,
cigarettes.
thank you.
And fag
But
means
not in
cigarette.
America.
Yeah.
Definitions have changed, dude. Look,
So,
up
like
until
so proving my
up until
point.
1970s, Neanderthal meant stupid and slow and dumb.
No,
But
I
that
was
has
just
changed.
curious. I was literally curious how you guys defined it.
Yeah.
Well, as I said, it's different for each. I think it's different for each region, each
Yeah.
time period.
Person.
Yeah.
Each person.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm definitely a nerd when it comes to science. I'm a nerd when it comes to supernatural. I'm a nerd when it comes to Doctor Who. But I consider myself a geek for most others because I like them. But One Division, I class him as a nerd, Bill, for that because he went into it more than he. Well,
No, I think
him.
Jedi Bill is absolutely right. He's a WandaVision geek, not a nerd, because he goes into it wanting to be disgusted.
No, he wanted it to be grey. That was the problem. Now he goes in wanting to be disgusted. It was the other way around with WandaVision.
At
he got
first,
trolled
yeah.
by fans. He got trolled by trolls. He just won't admit it.
We all got trolled by WandaVision, and that's the last.
I enjoyed it.
And that's the last time I'll watch the MCU. They not that I'm a huge MCU fan anyway. Plus the fact, right? I loved Doctor Strange. The first movie, loved it. And I only watched it because Benedict Cumberbatch was in it. Because he played Sherlock. And he was offered the part of Doctor Who before Matt Smith. He would have made a great Doctor Who. But with the MCU now, and I can see what they're doing. It's not just the multiverse, which means you can kill anyone off and bring them back. You know, that whole thing just, it's like with Doctor Who. She now has unlimited regenerations. What's the point? Comes up to a Dalek, yeah, kill me, I'll come back. You know, it's pointless. There's no danger. There's no nothing.
There's still that issue of if you kill them while they're regenerating, they still die. So they're still
yeah, but it's very rare.
Yeah, but
That's the one and only time we've ever seen that. One and only time. And that was Moffat being clever, and he didn't die because he was in the Tesla.
Doctor suit. I love that.
He was in the Tesla machine. However, right? I was on a point. What the hell was I saying? Right. So,
I don't know. As I said, I haven't watched
the
Doctor Who since,
MCU. The MCU. I'm having a rant about the MCU, right? This is my rant on the MCU. They are making people watch other superheroes. Say, right, I like Doctor Strange, but I don't like any of the others, right? I'm just saying, for instance, this is hypothetical. I like Doctor Strange, but I don't particularly like any of the other MCU characters. So when Doctor Strange came out, I watched it. I loved it. And I heard Doctor Strange 2 was coming out. I thought, fantastic. But no. I can't go and watch that film because there's people in it, superheroes in it, I don't like. But you have to like all their superheroes now to watch any film. There are no standalone films.
You don't have to like them.
No, but you have to put up with them, and I'm not going to do that.
Well, you have to do. If you're a fan of the comic books, you got to do that too, because some of the times the comic books will include characters that you don't care about.
I don't mind the odd collaboration film.
Team up.
I don't mind that. But I do not like every film MCU has produced recently is bringing people in. It diminishes the character that you actually want to see.
Well, what about Black Widow?
I didn't see it.
That was a standalone MCU movie.
Oh, and I don't know if it was someone in the chat that actually bought these just now, but I'll get them ready to ship right now since I'm here. I'm not going to say the name of whoever bought them because I'm not going to dox that person. But
what did the person buy?
It's all right. You can tell them. I got them.
What did the person buy?
I love those. Rainbow Six. You kidding me?
So you actually bought those?
Yeah.
What did you buy?
Oh, okay.
Supporting the channel, man.
Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six and Rainbow Six Lone Wolf for the PS1.
Oh,
you know that these aren't in the best condition. I tried to make that clear in the listing then.
Dude. Yeah, I'm good. You forgot who you're talking to.
Because that's one of the reasons they were so cheap.
I'm not actually buying them to use them. I have the programs already.
I actually thought you were going to tell me he bought a pair of your underpants or something. Because
oh no, those would have been more than $2.
Now I just don't need. Yes. Now I just don't need the no CD crack. So thank you.
Underwear crack.
I gotta find my freaking envelopes. I don't know where I put them now. Or maybe I'm sold out. I used them all, and I gotta go buy some more.
Sanity pills.
And if you want to, throw a little, I don't know, something extra that you have hanging around in there, I have no objections.
Extra shipping, extra weight.
Well, let me check something real quick. I don't know if they're on the thing or not. Maybe if they are, I can't. But if they aren't, usually it means if they're on this bookshelf, it means it's on the store.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. You gotta organize like that.
That and that and that.
Everything on the shelf.
Everything on this bookshelf.
I can't see that shelf. Oh, okay.
Is on the store right now.
That's good organization skill, man.
Most of the stuff on the top shelf here is on the store. This stuff is not on the store. This stuff is not on the store.
Mike.
What?
Can you do me can you do everybody a small favor?
What up?
Can you turn your camera horizontal
Why?
so we can see more?
He hates the
I
portrait mode.
can, but I don't know if the
Doesn't
stand
it change
is
the
will
aspect
work like
ratio?
that.
There we go. Much better. Oh
Yeah.
my God, that's beautiful. Thank you. Oh, look at that.
Oh, he's got a
Yeah,
booger.
okay, I can see what you had for breakfast. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
All I've had for breakfast is coffee.
Ooh, what the hell is that behind you to the left? Your
What?
left.
On that way?
Like yeah,
Yes.
yeah, right where exactly where you're pointing. But, yeah.
That
like a
is the
speaker.
base of one of my old stands that I had in the store. That is like a that little center section had a large pole that came out of it, and the
No, I'm
pole
talking
had
about
a
on
lot
the
of hooks
shelf.
that came off of it. That's the base of
On
one
the
of them.
shelf. That on the shelf?
Are you talking about this
What's
figure
on the-
right here?
That,
Yeah.
down, yeah, that.
Yes.
Yes.
What's on the
that.
third
That's
shelf
what I was-
opposite of the
sorry.
Superman cup?
Yeah, that. No.
Depth charge, Beast
No.
Wars.
Ah.
Ah, cool. Sweet.
I haven't haven't cleaned
that
them up,
looked
and I
freaky.
haven't posted them yet because I don't know if I actually want to.
It's Beast Wars.
And then I've got, again, same reason why I haven't posted this is I don't know if I want to yet.
Well, that's nice.
That's really cool.
So
Look at, he's conveniently blocking the SpongeBob.
well, I
See?
can't I can't not block it.
Was that lunch?
Is this what you want to see?
What thermos is in it?
There is no thermos.
Oh, damn.
Ooh,
Instead,
no
I have-
thermos.
A sandwich he didn't eat.
I have
As far as these boxes,
SpongeBob
nice
toys
box.
inside. These
Oh,
are
nice.
from the 2011 Kellogg's
No.
cereal promotion.
Oh.
And then I also have a SpongeBob Lego figure because I don't know where the fuck I got it.
Yes, Bill, those
And
are
another-
easy coffee mugs up there.
Basically, what
Yeah.
I've done is I just threw everything I had that was SpongeBob related into the lunchbox, and I put it online.
Yeah, those are 2 coffee cups, Reese cups.
Yeah, I think I got a Reese cup. And it's shaped like a cupcake as well.
I have
For some reason.
I have my. Let me turn this camera on and show you.
Oh, and yeah,
I have my global warming cup. When it gets hot, you can see the where the water goes with the global warming. I have my coffee cup. Bye, Florida. Bye, LDG.
By most of the United Kingdom, I'm all right, but most of the South,
Let's turn
will be
around to
gone.
the United Kingdom here. Okay.
London will be the first to go.
Here's the United Kingdom.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I do have them posted because what I was looking for LDG was to see if I posted these yet. Which usually, if they're on this bookshelf, means they are posted. These are some of the Splinter Cell and other Tom Clancy books, just a random assortment.
Mike, sorry to bother you, but Bill's having I don't know what we've told him they're Reese cups.
Yeah,
He wants
yes,
you
those are
to tell him.
Reese's coffee mugs, Bill.
Yes. Okay.
He's lying, Bill.
I think you're still looking for Godzilla figures.
I haven't got to those yet. As I said, to understand the let's see.
It's been a week.
Okay, you see how I got all this stuff crowded in here? Further back, where that Autry is and everything, that's where that stuff is. So I have to go through all this stuff before I can get to the Godzilla figures. Or figure. It's only one. And yes, let's see if it comes down so you can actually see the screen. There you go. That's what I'm charging for it on eBay right now, Bill. For both of them.
$2.
$2 for both mugs? Wow.
Well, it's plus $9 shipping. So you're mostly paying to get it to your place.
Damn,
I try not to overcharge people. Okay?
Everything on
I try to be as fair as possible. And when I looked up how much they were going retail, I'm like, oh, fuck. Okay, I'm going to go cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I do. So basically, you got $11 for 2 mugs, Bill.
Mike, what's next week? Is it a Jet Nerdy?
It's still just going to be Nerd Chat until I can get a new computer.
Oh, yes, that's right. Sorry.
Right now, the update for the amount I've saved up is about $425 towards the $1,000. And considering that's only 2 weeks, that's a lot.
That's good going.
Pretty good.
Where did LDG go?
No one needs now showing us
he's there.
stuff.
Oh, he's showing off his stuff.
Yeah. Yes. He
yes,
has
Jedi
got
Bill.
some serious comics and stuff. Wow.
See, he's the reason why there's a toilet paper shortage in America.
No.
No, I was gonna because of what Jedi Bill said. I was gonna go try to do the thank you, come again.
What's that?
That's my first stuffed animal.
First stuffed
Bible.
animal.
Burn it.
Bible from American Tale. It's old as hell.
You know, the one my oldest one, LDG, is a Curious George.
Oh, nice.
I used to have a Fievel doll and an Alf.
Well, I mean, I did have. Actually, it's not true. My first one was a Cabbage Patch Kid.
Oh God, I hated them.
But
I hate old dolls anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, my Curious George is not in the best condition because my little brother decided to rip his head off like 15, 20 years ago. So I ended up, and he tore out most of the stuffing. So even though I still have that Curious George, I sewed his head back on. And because I didn't have enough of stuffing to put him back together properly, he actually has an old pair of my socks in his head.
That's a good, at least it was a workaround. You're thinking
what's
outside
really funny
the
is
box.
he actually has a shirt that my aunt knitted for me, or for him, that says Curious George on it. And as a gag during one of the things during my junior high, we had Twin Day where you're supposed to dress up like two people were supposed to dress alike and claim they were twins. Well, because I was a loner and a geek and no one really wanted to do it with me, I ended up bringing my Curious George with his doll, with his shirt. And I wore a white shirt that also had, that I'd written Curious George on.
Hey, workaround.
We don't have things like that. Well, maybe we do now, but no, we didn't have things like that. The last day of term was non-uniform day, but you had to pay £1 for charity or for, I don't know, the teachers or whatever. And everyone used to spend hours getting ready on that day to look their best.
If you're going to play with my joystick, you might as well blow in my cartridge. It's not wise to blow in the cartridge to the games, dude.
What are you reading?
It's just it's trying to be funny, Elihu. Stop ruining the joke.
Video games. Because in real life, murder is illegal.
Unless
you join the Marines. Why do you want to join the Marines, son? I want to kill. I want to kill.
Well, Mike,
You know
I'm
what
going
we
to
need to do? We need to have a bunch of people come to San Diego, and we should live stream this being played.
Interactive VCR board game. Oh my gosh! You got. I haven't seen one of that in years, dude.
Is that like Atmosphere?
Sorry?
Did you guys play Atmosphere?
No.
Oh, I had all 5 of them. It was a VHS tape and a board, and you had to stop when he spoke. And, you know, I used to love those games. I presume because it said VCR, so it must be something similar. Anyway, Mike, I'm going to slip away because I need to go drug my mother.
You're roboting again.
I'm roboting again, am I? I'm sorry. Is that
Steady.
better? Any better?
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go drug my mother, and then I will catch you all later. Good to see you, Elihu. I absolutely loved your last show. It was brilliant.
Oh, thank you.
Really good. Really, really good. Mike, keep getting there with the money. You're doing well.
I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah. And
literally both weeks I worked overtime. That way I could put more money towards it.
Yeah. And LDG's looks like a shop front there, or inside a shop sort of thing. Right. I don't know. Anyway, and everyone in the chat, much love. I know you haven't seen me on the streams recently, but I am working my little butt off. Aww.
I found baby vile child.
Aww. She's adorable. A real blonde.
At least that's not our high school photo.
She's not nearly as blonde now.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry you guys haven't seen me on more streams. It's because I'm working on a large project at the moment for work, and I'm not getting that much time. And by the time I've finished and eaten some dinner, I'm passing out. So it's kind of today's my first day in 7 days I've had off. So and I'm back to work tomorrow. I grab when I can a day off here and there. But yes, it's super long hours, you know. Mike knows he does it. Anyway, much love to everyone in the chat. Much love to you guys. And I will see you all soon. Enjoy your toys. And Elihu, get another video out.
I was thinking about it.
Oh my goodness.
You think LDG want to buy some hoe?
Test. There we go. Sorry.
He probably
disconnected my mic. Well, thanks, Yvette. Sorry, honey. I'll see you around.
LDG, are you interested in some hoe?
Am I interested in some hoe?
Are you interested in some hoe?
Night, guys.
Is this a trick question?
Bye, Yvette.
Take care, honey. Yeah, sure. Yeah, what kind of hoe you got?
Don Ho.
Don Ho.
You really need to be looking at the screen to get the joke.
I'm seeing it, yes.
Okay.
I am holding a very big TV right now. Give me a second.
Time's up.
Don't do that. Sorry, I'm yelling at my tablet.
We didn't hear Al, so that means he didn't drop it or hurt it back yet.
Be on the camera. All right, thanks, Mary.
There, that's a little bit better.
That frees up the desk a lot.
Yeah. You're going to use that as your monitor now.
And I can use this for tension bench. Yeah, it'll work. A very large.
And yes, son of a red shirt. That song is on the on those records. It's literally the first song. Yeah, I've got a bunch of records that I need to post. I mean, I've got. Oh, there. Whoops! Hit my light. I literally got these for free for helping a friend move, but there's like, it's always springtime in Hawaii. 101 strings. I don't know if that. It's probably just a compilation thing. We got Hank Williams. And I just grabbed, some at random. Let's see, that's the soundtrack to I think that's a Rodgers and Hammerstein play. Oh, that's a double. That's why. And something for the holidays. Gene Autry, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Wow, that's old.
Let's see. This is. Does it have a date on it?
Gene Autry, I'll probably say maybe 53, 54.
There is no copyright date on this one, so I have no idea when it actually came out.
Look at the record itself, not the sleeve.
Thank you, Elihu, because I'm a moron when it comes to reselling records because I've never done that before. It doesn't say it on the record either.
Oh.
God.
Well, you're not fully awake, man. That's why I had to try to remind you, okay? How many cups of coffee do you have?
I picked up like 300 records, and I just haven't posted a single goddamn one. I need someone to make me less lazy when it comes to posting stuff to the store.
No comment.
Remember the hot sauce challenge? That's when he stocked up.
Less psychic than you think. Tiny Bubbles is arguably Don Ho's most well-known song. Yeah, I know, but that's why I knew exactly what you were talking about as soon as you said, or when I saw the lyrics you typed in. Yeah, I know, but oh, now I'm hearing an echo of myself. Exactly what you were talking about.
That's gotta be LDG.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops. There you go. Sorry.
No, it's not. I love that movie.
That was one thing I wanted to. I thought would get a laugh out of things, but I don't know where I freaking put it now. All right, hold on. Let me turn off my cam for a second.
See, no weekly wrap up. No name that tune. So I don't know where I'll be online tonight. Yeah, I can actually cook dinner instead of having to cook pizza. That's a shame Chris has to work late. Wow, the crickets don't even have anything to say this morning. Huh.
All right, I'm back. No, I don't know if I showed these off last time, but I always thought these would have been funny to read and make fun of as long as we had someone who knew more about it than I do. This is the comic book of basically the comic book form of the Book of Mormon, or at least one of the books of Mormon in the Book of Mormon. You know what I mean?
Oh, like they have Christian comics, they have Mormon comics.
Yes. And this is, as it says on the bottom, the Book of Mormon in pictures and word.
I did not know they made a cartoon Book of Mormon. I remember seeing those things for Christian Bible as a kid with the cartoons and comic books, but didn't know they did Mormon.
But I thought it would be fun one of these days to go through it and just make fun of it, even though it might lose me some
your channel
subscribers because if they happen to be Mormons, but I thought it would be funny to go through it and read it and make fun of it one of these times, but I've never done it.
Let's violate terms and service together by making fun of a religion. Yeah, that's going to work.
What's wrong with making fun of a religion?
Certain ones are off limits.
Why does certain ones have to be off limits and certain ones are allowed?
That's the way. No, they shouldn't be that way. You're right. You're completely right. But that's the way it is.
So you can make fun
of which ones are off limits?
Mohammed.
No, you cannot draw. You cannot show a
drawn. We can easily make fun of Islam. I don't know what you're talking about.
You can make fun of Islam.
You can easily do anything vile. That's not what I'm saying.
Christianity, Buddhism.
Right? People got in deep shit for that.
Yeah, son of a red shirt. If you've ever heard of chick tracks, every time someone hands one to me, I keep it and I collect it. In fact, oops, wrong drawer, I think. There we go.
Yeah, I know those little paper ones, but what I was talking about was actual comic books that I remember.
I know.
Kid, Bible.
I got a whole collection of chick tracks.
Yeah, I hated those things, man. I was like, hey, garbage, rolling papers.
See, I love these things because they are so batshit insane.
Yeah, I know, but I hate seeing those things.
I mean, this one alone, Flight 144, basically says, well, if more people were evangelical Christians, then 9/11 wouldn't happen.
It's funny. No, something worse would have happened.
They're horrible little books that are just like, oh crap, we got a helicopter going overhead.
Okay, now the NSA's after you, man. You talk some shit, now they're monitoring your situation.
Yeah, look at that. You're already, exactly.
Say what?
Network. You already got the FBI looking at us.
You guys know there is a public tracking. You can tell what aircraft is above your head. If it's a classified, it'll say classified. Yeah, I'm gonna put that link in the private chat for you. Right now it's under San Francisco, but you can always adjust to your own little location. There you go.
Either way, I don't care. It's just a police copter. It's saying they're looking for somebody.
Yeah, right now it's in the private chat. You don't want to put it in the public chat, but it's San Francisco.
I can't move things from the private to the public chat using the tablet. I can only do it using the computer, and I don't have my computer.
LDG, you can.
Oh, I went to the wrong tab.
Go to private chat, copy paste, put it in the public chat. In case anybody
yeah, that's absolutely true, son of a red shirt. Buddhists don't sue usually, but Scientologists, you make fun of them, or at least you make fun of certain things, they will definitely sue you.
Yeah. Well,
suing is like the worst. Suing, I mean, they can do more. Suing is just one thing. You get a whole group of religion after you. Suing is the worst.
Well, people are starting about taxing the churches now. Issues. That's really getting talked about on social media. But people want to say, okay, enough. Start taxing the churches. Yeah, why are they exempt?
In private chat?
All right.
Yeah, the link in private chat is air traffic over your area. Right now it's San Francisco, but you can adjust it to your own location. You're curious, like, why is that helicopter over my head or a block away circling?
All right, put the link in the chat.
What is that? If it's a news chopper, police chopper, it's like, oh, okay, it's a news chopper, so what's going on? Police chopper, look for somebody. In case you're actually wondering. I found that link by accident when a helicopter was circling over the Tenderloin. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? I found out that it was actually a protest.
Sorry, I'm getting ready to pack up so I can go down and actually smoke a cigar. So if I'm a little bit quiet, that's why.
You can't smoke in your storage facility.
I wouldn't want to either. This is stuff that I'm selling. I don't want it to smell like smoke when someone buys it.
That's why you have Febreze.
Still, no. No. Like no smoking near the stuff that's for sale. That's just anyone who kind of does that kind of crap is fucked up. What do they do with the big box?
No idea.
No clue.
Can't see what you're talking about.
I found it. I'm just a little bit on the crazy side sometimes, but I'm sure you guys already knew that.
A little?
Yes, a little. I'm not a lot crazy. Or at least that's what the voices in my head tell me.
Well, according to the psychiatrist the mental institution I escaped from, I am.
Dang nabbit. Dang, how low is that helicopter flying? Can you guys hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
No, I can't hear it.
Hey, Dandelion Flow. Dude, son of a Richard, haven't you heard what Bill Clinton said? Cigars are for pussies. Old joke or just old guy joke? Did he just fall?
No, I was.
Jimmy.
I have one of my shelving units on wheels. That way I can move it in and out of the storage unit when I'm in there. And one of the wheels locked up, and when I tried to push it, it started to tip over.
Oh. Well, I tell by the non-swearing and the calm voice that nothing fell and broke. It's the Christian paramilitary that heard you were bad-mouthing those comics. Son of a bitch.
What's funny is I used to have my little makeshift green screen hanging from the bookshelf that I was sitting in front of the entire stream. Except now I've moved it to that thing with the wheels on it. That way, in case I need to move it.
I think you're right, Silver Red Shirt. It is Sunday, and I think the Westboro Baptist Church is circling his head.
Well, remember, Son of a Red Shirt, those were Mormon comics, and most of the Christian paramilitary groups think Mormons are just as bad as everyone else, as Jews and stuff, so.
Or is it Joel Osteen?
They'd probably be making fun of the Mormons with me.
Okay, I'm going to take off. I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, I was hoping to smoke at least one cigar on the stream, but with the plane going overhead and everything, I might just leave a little bit early because I can't. You guys are going to be, or the chopper. You guys are going to hear it way too easily.
Go for the chopper! Head for the chopper!
So I'll just go ahead and say later, folks, and I'll see you guys next week.
Take it easy.
Bye,
later,
weirdos.
everybody. You good?